to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our advanced matching helps find talented candidates so you can connect with them fast. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
This is a job you have to put your heart into.
Getting dangerous.
Welcome to the North Shore.
Rescue High Surf, the 2-night premiere begins tomorrow on Fox.
It's time to get excited about the great deals and great luxury vehicles at Lexus of Towson. Start with customer-friendly pricing on one of the largest inventories of new and pre-owned Lexus you'll find anywhere. Then go for the outstanding selection of Lexus ES and RX models with special leasing and below-market financing offers. See how easy we make it to go from a Lexus shopper to a Lexus of Towson buyer. Conveniently located right off Beltway Exit 26. Lexus of Towson.
I'm George Frankmeyer, founder of Casper Group, and Descara transformed our operations overnight.
Manufacturing is back in America, and we wanted a new way of managing our processes.
So we looked around, and Descara was perfect for our needs.
With multiple warehouses, keeping a centralized inventory was a headache.
But Descara changed that. Shipping out orders is a breeze.
Inventory management is efficient.
And our business has only grown.
Run and scale your business with Descara.
www.descara.com.
Seek your next escape at Sunseeker Resort, Charlotte Harbor, Florida.
Let's do this.
Introducing Chevy's best lineup of SUVs ever. The rugged, always-ready Trailblazer, the first ever Traverse Z71, and the Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. When it's your time to shine, Chevy's got you.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models. Or get $1,750 total cash allowance on this Equinox. See your Baltimore area Chevy dealers.
Fox 45 News makes your voice heard.
City Council has dropped the ball with Baltimore.
They forget that they work for us.
A memory for a lifetime for anybody that witnessed any part of this game, but especially the students here in Boulder, Colorado. A last-second heave from 43 yards, then overtime. The goalposts go down. Colorado back in the Big 12 for the first time in over a decade, and they win it. And like they needed more of a reason to party in Boulder, Colorado. Welcome back in, Mark Helfrich.
Welcome,
Connor
Boulder,
Onion.
Connor.
Wow.
Somewhere Joel Klatt's very happy right now.
I mean, when you wake up on a college football Saturday, you hope for a game like that and a finish like that to cap your day.
Yeah, the double field storm, the drop touchdown, but the pass, if not pass, I mean, unbelievable. We had everything. Kickoff return for a touchdown. Both these teams played their best games of the year by far, and I'm just a pleasure to be a part of it. Thank you, college football. Wow.
Man, 1-0 for Colorado in Big 12 play, and Baylor, of course, you're going to have some emotional implications from this on the Bears side.
No doubt. They did a lot of good things, and that's a hard locker room. Been in that locker room before, and it's not fun, right? You had multiple chances. They'll talk about, every coach in America will talk about those end-of-game situations that led to, man, we should have tackled that guy, all the things, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, but it's time to celebrate, just to get Travis Hunter, and, oh, by the way, forced the only turnover of the night on the final play of the game. In kind of an ugly, clean game in a lot of ways for both teams.
Travis Hunter, one that he can add to his Heisman reel at the end of this game, but it was a pocket that was dirty all second half for Sheduer Sanders. We wondered if he could get a clean pass off on the run, no time on the clock. LaJohntay Wester picked it off the ground, and then in overtime, it was Micah Welch into the end zone. Then Travis Hunter submerged that ball, went out of the back of the end zone. They reviewed it. They tore down the goalposts, cleared them off, brought him back on.
Double field storm. Yeah.
Double field storm. And just wow. Unreal night from Boulder. Colorado, in their first Big 12 game since 2010, one they will never, ever, ever forget. Thank you so much for watching. Mark Elfrich, Connor Onion saying goodnight. The birthday boy, Max Linewad, producing a great game back in Los Angeles with Derek Manning in the director chair. 38-31 the final. The Buffs win it over the Bears.
It's Fox College Football Friday, and it's a Big Ten battle in prime time.
Piscataway is lit tonight.
New conference foes square off as Washington
Touchdown!
takes on Kyle Monunga and Rutgers.
Unbelievable.
Fox College Football Friday.
Ear wasn't her first choice to pierce.
What else can you pierce?
Nothing.
Fine, don't tell me. I'll Google it.
Don't worry. He can't spell pierce.
He can't spell Google.
So, who's Princess Pokehole?
Oh, just a nice young woman with a sewing needle and a potato.
Potato?
We have not seen Ashton Jeanty here in our second half. Don't know if he's done for the day, but he has not played so far to begin our third quarter.
He looks pretty comfortable for me right now. Number one, he doesn't have his helmet with him. Kind of gives me a sense that he doesn't intend to come back in, and I'm not so sure that's not the smartest thing. I think that's probably what you want to do. That guy right there is going to help you for a long time to come.
Tailback in the game, Dylan Riley, true freshman from Moreno Valley, California. Madsen's pass is complete. Second catch for Prince Strawn. Stays in bound. Clock moves. 9:20 and counting. Third quarter. So if it is the end of the line for Ashton Jeanty, finishes with 11 carries, 127 yards, did not have a touchdown.
Well, I think the game plan was to stop him, and while they didn't do that by the numbers, if you've got nearly 100 plus, and we aren't even actually halfway through the third quarter, I think he was successful. So I think the tight end became something that a focal point that they continue to develop.
Crossing route, pass is complete. That'll be a first down. Making the catch, Chase Penray. First catch of the night for Penray.
Yeah, I think this is a wise decision. I think Right now, everybody knows Boise State is about their run game first. They've always been about establishing the run and being tough and physical. Now the throw game, I think, has an opportunity to complement this, put something on tape to make opponents mindful of what they can do. You've got to prepare for it no matter what. The more time you can make them spend on it, the more problematic it becomes for it to prepare.
Tyler Crow is deep in the backfield. Madsen fakes it to him, wants to go deep on play action.
Nice.
Has a man. What a beautiful pass. It's Camper. Second touchdown tonight for Cam Camper. That was the best throw of the game for Maddox Madsen.
And one thing about it, as this game progressed on, you can see number 9. He's going to come and release and get down upfield. I think the thing's exciting about this is the ball is put up in a place where he can, with the nod route upfield, where he can get it. Put it up there high enough, and this guy's able to, with his long range and speed, to run underneath that and catch it. Some of the deep throws he's thrown tonight, partner, have been off the mark. They've been rushed in some cases and not accurate in the end. That one right there, I think my grandmother could have caught that one. It was up there, man.
Camper's second touchdown of the night. Largest lead. It is 35-7 Boise State.
Growing up, I didn't know a lot about money. It wasn't really talked about, and so there were a lot of things that I didn't learn until later in my life. I want my girls to have a different experience than I did. I want them to know that money can be a tool to help others. Working with Thrivent helped me set my girls on a strong financial path and instill lessons in them at a younger age than when I learned them.
Whoa, hold up. Someone just got BOGO free Blizzard treats only in the DQ app. That someone could be you, but only for a limited time. BOGO free any size Blizzard treats. Get it now in the DQ app. DQ, happy tastes good.
I'm Jimmy Dean, and only one thing could make a morning like this any nicer.
A hearty, hefty, good-tasting breakfast with eggs, bacon, sausage, cheese, and taters. And when you finish, you know you had something to eat.
This is an election year unlike any other.
America is ready.
And so are we.
Democracy 24. Your freedom, your vote.
Where's what, dude?
The Mugsies, the most comfortable jeans in the universe.
Oh, the Mugsies. They're ridiculously smooth.
Just go to Mugsy.com. Free shipping, free returns on every single order. It's not rocket surgery.
Should we report this?
Let's twist on it. Cream on the left. This never happened.
What never happened?
Exactly.
Shall we go to the diner?
Yeah.
Oreo, stay playful.
Hurry up, Agent. Only 20 seconds left.
But which wire should I cut? The red or the blue or the...
Well, it's usually always the blue one.
But there is also a green one and a yellow one.
Oh, there. Red Bull. Behind you. Drink it now.
Of course. Too late.
No Red Bull, no wings.
We are now 4 days past the harvest moon. And that is a beautiful shot of the moon over Boise, Idaho, Saturday night.
I couldn't remember my astronomy if that's a gibbous moon. It's like the three-quarter phase, and I think that's what it is. There's like 4 phases of the lunar cycle, and I think it's a gibbous. Might check me on that.
I'm just going to pretend like you knew exactly what you're talking about. You sound brilliant. Sound absolutely brilliant. Returnable. This is Christian Grubb. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Well, tomorrow we've got professional football coming your way. NFL doubleheader on Fox as Jalen Hurts leads the Eagles against the Saints, or other regional action. Then in America's Game of the Week, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens going to take on Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Check for the games in your area, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
They're home and time enough to take the Texans in, and this one as well. And it's going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to both those matchups.
With Spencer Tillman, I'm Eric Collins. 8:05 1:05 remaining third quarter. Portland State still rolling with Dante Sacheray. Quarterback wears number 15. Quick hitter. And incomplete. Trying to squeeze it to Jalen Lynch, who has been quiet so far today.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what Sacheray's delivery is about, man, because I think the proximity of defenders to his ball, I think, are being telegraphed. He's got kind of this wind-up, and it's easily seen. And I think that's the reason why they're kind of working in some design runs and things of that nature to kind of throw people off. But there's a little bit of a wind-up to his delivery, which makes it a lot easier to see coming out.
Fake it to Craig. Complete to Alvarez, who falls down without a defender close. So it's a gain of 4, but they could have had more if he could have maintained his balance.
No question. I mean, sometimes you can be a little bit too wide open, right? No defenders around you and you fall down. I'm not quite sure if the ball was not placed on his numbers. It looked like it hit him right in the hands. You got to give yourself a chance. That's the point. When the ball hits you in the hands with no defenders around you, you expect to get additional yards.
Third down at 5. This game was tied at 7 in the first quarter.
Little orbit motion. Nice double pass.
And down goes Eric Denham.
There's that guy again.
Hassanin makes the tackle and forces the 4th down.
Well, Hassanin is absolutely relentless. There's a flag down on the play, but man, it still doesn't take away from the omnipresence this guy shows. Every single time he lines up, he's everywhere.
Best football player to ever come out of Cairo, Egypt.
I'll tell you what, he's got a brother too that played as well, man, and it's he's only been playing like 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. He's a joy to watch.
There are 2 fouls on the offense. Illegal shift on the offense. Personal foul. Chop block. 79 and 55. That penalty is also declined. Result of the play, 4th down.
So Portland State will have to punt the football away. Tony Johnson. Boise State, they've got the football back. They've got all sorts of momentum on their side. They lead by 28 over Portland State.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardians at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardians works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardians can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardians with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardians is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
When anyone in this house wears white, it doesn't stay white for long. White to soccer? I'm not gonna slide tackle. But now with Tide Oxy White, we can clean our white clothes without using bleach. Even work some colors. I slide tackled. I see that.
It's got to be Tide.
There is nothing like a Wendy's Frosty. It's cool. It's creamy. It's only $1 right now. Wait, what? The one and only Frosty is $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Deliveries happen.
Hello? We didn't order that.
Are you sure?
This happens.
Socks. No.
That happens.
Hey, get out of there.
Charlie's up to bat in the pinch.
Oh, let's go.
Home happens. Be there with Ring. Learn more at ring.com.
When it looks different, feels different, it's because Tostitos Scoops taste different. Designed to be delicious. Designed to take on any life throws at you. Tostitos Scoops, designed to dip. Jalen Hurts leads the Eagles against the Saints. Then, in America's Game of the Week, Lamar and the Ravens take on and the Cowboys.
Touchdown, Dallas!
It's a huge doubleheader Sunday on Fox. Check for the game in your area.
6:47 remaining, third quarter. Boise State with the lead and the ball. 35-7 is the score. Boise State playing their first home game of the year. They're the last FBS team to host a home game. They played twice on the road at Georgia Southern and at Oregon. They had last week off because of the bye. And look who's in the game.
How about that?
First playing time at Boise State for the redshirt freshman Malachi Nelson. Five-star recruit, played last year at USC. First thing he does as a Bronco is hand off to Trevor Crow. And Trevor Crow, hard to bring down.
Trevor's got that workman-like body build to him, doesn't he, man? He comes in there, but Malachi Nelson, I'll tell you, this guy's unbelievable. And listen, your instincts were accurate in your inquiry, and we're going to see him. And I'll tell you, it's a smart thing to do. In this era of transfer portals, these guys are human. I mentioned a moment ago that there's not a freshman that I know, including the great players that I've been around over the years, that had not thought about leaving at one point in time. It's just human nature.
Crow out to midfield.
And so that's all what's triggered by that is not playing. You know, being sat down for whatever reason, legitimate or otherwise, it starts to work on your psyche a little bit. I remember, I mean, I had Marcus Dupree in front of me, but man, I redshirted that one year, and I said, well, you know what? Maybe I ought to go to SMU. SMU was hot then, right? The Pony Express had just left. It had a reputation for doing some things. This is life, and you got to acknowledge it. If you're coach, you got to be prepared to manage it.
Trying to get to the edge. This is the freshman Cameron Bates, and he's got some scoots. Bates had a rushing touchdown of 20 yards back in the first quarter. Like a bust play, but Bates turned it into something positive. What would you like to see out of Malachi Nelson that would check off a couple of boxes for you?
I like to see Dirk Cotter give him an opportunity to make some decisions, right? Maybe you move him outside the pocket, even if you give him a quarter field read. In other words, that means from that hash over, 2 options to go to as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4 full field reads. Give him a half or quarter field read to kind of walk him into the speed and next level.
Something was going on with that play, and they had to call a timeout. This would be a 30-second timeout.
Well, you can look at Malachi's disposition. He's got that slow gaze to him. It's a thinking gaze. You see that in some of the more mature. Williams has got that. He's got that kind of gaze. And sometimes it can be an intimidation thing. Other times it's because they see the game. They need to see the game slower. But that's a look of maturity right there. This kid right here is an athletic freak.
Nelson, 6'3", 193. So he's not particularly thick. He's from Los Alamitos, California. Spent last year at USC, never played much. He attempted just 3 passes, completed 1 out of the 3 during his time in Southern California.
Well, every quarterback that I look at, you know, every one of them carries what I call a patina. It's an effect. It's not a gilded thing. It is authentically who they are, and being able to discern that quickly is important. Look at the way he looks at everything that's going on around him. There's a poise to him that looks effective.
2nd and 5, Bates in motion. The give right up the gut. This is Dylan Riley. And Riley gets to the 25-yard line. True freshman's been impressive.
Well, this is just a little turn and give right up the middle. Again, the quarterback is going to open up, and Riley's going to hit that thing right in the middle. And it's a great opportunity for him to go with the jet motion. Once again, I like the jet motion because it affects the eye discipline of linebackers. Even if you look just a second at that thing that flashes, you're not zeroed in on the ball carrier.
Nelson hadn't thrown a pass yet.
And that's the thing that frustrates me. If I'm sitting back and I'm saying, okay, how are you going to manage this situation? You're going to put the guy in, but let him throw the ball. Let him do things, again, quarter field read, give kind of that build, that workman-like build. He's trying to get to the edge and show you he's got a little bit of extra.
It's about as local as it gets. He's from Nampa, Idaho. 6th season playing football for the hometown team. Crow, 5'11", 233 pounds.
Big cat, little big cat.
And he's dreaming of a touchdown. Crow had not run the football so far this year. Getting an opportunity here. Only man in the backfield behind Nelson. Crow's got it. And he goes backwards. Lifted up and dropped. There is a flag down. Jamal McMurrin, the corner, comes in to make the stop.
Yeah, when Crow finds a way to align his build and structure with what he's faced from a defense, he's going to turn that ball upfield quickly as he possibly can.
Number 78 on the offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Still first down.
You wanted him to go as the crow flies?
Absolutely. Very nice. Very nice.
All right, so they get moved back. It's still 1st and goal, but the ball to be spotted outside the 15. They replace Crow with Dylan Riley in the backfield. Wagner, the tight end, moves.
Nice.
Incomplete in the direction of Wagner. 2nd down.
You know, Michael Hurst, the free safety, was playing in that position out there. It was a natural outcut. Separation was created by the route itself. That's an easy throw. You got to make those throws, right? And that's what you want to learn about your quarterback. What is he able to do? What is he struggling with? What does he need to work on? It's all good stuff here. This is good decision-making stuff right here. Nice.
Catch is made by Riley, breaks a tackle, and he's inside the 5, down to the 2.
Yeah, Michael Hurst came in there trying to submarine Riley. Let me tell you, Riley is aware of it. And he said, I got something for you, big boy. Come up in here. Nice job of getting the ball to him on the little out route. Riley uses leverage and speed to burst through that would-be tackler to get upfield and near to that doorstep.
So now Crow will be in the backfield in front of Riley.
They're going straight power I formation, brother. Nice.
Riley's got it, and he walks into the end zone. Another touchdown, Boise State.
This took me back to the days when Mac Brown came in and showed us how to break that bone and put some power eye in there for Marcus Dupree and myself and others that were running it. It's just a straight eye formation. It's going to come right through here. Again, the reverse out to keep everybody honest on the backside. Just enough for Riley to get in there for the score. Great power blocking scheme up front. Those Hogs moving things around and doing a fantastic job in that interior line.
Nothing but touchdowns today for Boise State. No field goal attempts. It's been 6 touchdowns with 6 made extra points. Touchdown, Dylan Riley. The lead swells to 35.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I thought I'd get a wax figure of myself. Cool, right? Look at the craftsmanship. I mean, I even got my nostrils right. It's just nice to know, years after I'm gone, this guy will be standing the test of time. He's melting. Oh, geez. No. Okay. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. 6 pieces of chicken, 4 sides, and biscuits? That's a big deal.
Now, this is the type of deal Dad loves.
Oh, this for $20? I tried to make it 21.
Legendary.
Get your own big deal for $20. Coach Prime and KFC, we back, baby.
They need their lawn back fast. And you need Scott's Turf Builder Rapid Grass. It grows grass 2 times faster than just seed the lawn. Giving you a stronger lawn. Smell that freedom, eh?
Download the My Lawn app today for lawn care tips and customized plans.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
October baseball is different. It's putting your money to work, giving your city what they've earned. Wild card playing for keeps. Yeah, October's different. The NL postseason begins on Fox and FS1.
The ones who keep facilities up and running know that even the smallest part can make the biggest impact. That keeping the day on track means paying attention to every detail. And that the right partner can turn every challenge into mission accomplished. Industrial-grade products backed by professional-grade expertise. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You said you were certain this was a costume party.
Well,
Were you for imprint certain?
certainty matters. Experience certainty with 4imprint. High-quality promotional products, expert service, and guaranteed on-time delivery. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
When you automate sales tax with Avalara, you don't have to worry about things like changing tax rates or filing returns.
Avalara.
1:58 remaining in our third quarter. And one of the best, maybe the best runner in the college game today, Ashton Genty. Look at him celebrate the good fortune of others. His teammate, true freshman Dylan Riley, just scored a touchdown, and Ashton Jeanty was as excited as if he had scored the touchdown.
As well he should be, you know, and that's what a good teammate is all about. He comes from great stock, does Jeanty. Parents, military, has the discipline, great heart, disposition, everything you want in a leader of your team.
And that is not what Boise State was thinking about. It's a penalty, and it'll be good starting field position for Portland State. We haven't talked about it much, but Boise State, their most recent game was at Oregon 2 weeks ago. They lost 37-34. Big story of that game, punt return for a touchdown against them.
Kick out of bounds. Number 39 on the kicking team. 5 yards will be added. Correction, the ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Not just a kickoff return for a touchdown, but also, or punt return for a touchdown, but a kickoff wasn't technically a touchdown because the returner dropped the ball at the 1 yard line, but it was picked up. It was a touchdown on special teams. Spencer Danielson made a point telling us we were going to change things around with coverage teams. Not going to allow that to happen anymore. So there have been different players on kickoff return and punt coverage and kickoff coverage because they're trying to get the best players out there, regardless of position or how many snaps you played on defense or offense. We need the best tacklers on the field at all times for those situations.
And that's very perceptive of you to underscore what he said, because he was serious about that. Again, it goes back to who the identity this Boise State organization really is about. Special teams have been absolutely huge for them historically. They've known who they are, and they've built the program to kind of counter-program, if you will, against the fact that they've always been looking up. Everybody remembers 2007 when they upset the Oklahoma Sooners. They did it in an unconventional way. I mean, to this day, I have that Statue of Liberty fused in my mind, right?
Ian
Johnson ended up proposing to his now wife that he's still married to this day. By the way, there's like 3 Boise players that are married, including Cage Casey, their left tackle, who's yet to give up a sack in his 2 years of playing.
Mature. Sachere completes it. Eric Denham with the catch. Boise State always calls themselves a developmental program. Is that ever something that they want to shy away from and say, hey, you know, maybe we're past that now? Or is it still always going to be a developmental program?
You know, listen, I think understanding the context that you compete in is important no matter what. You can ignore it if you choose to, but that doesn't mean...
Ineligible man downfield. Number 79 on the offense. It'll be 5 yards from the previous spot. Still first down.
It's not going to absolve you of the impact and the way other people see your program, right? So how can you counter program? You're saying, oh, maybe we don't have the resources. Maybe we don't have the tradition, the longer tradition as some of these other Power 5 institutions. But what we can do is promise you in this era of mobility, transfer portals, you're going to come in here and get some of the best development you possibly can. Dirk Cotter's an asset for them as a quarterback guru. How do you think they got Malachi?
Craig coming out of the backfield makes the nice catch and gets close to the first down marker. Still just second down. Final moments of our third quarter.
So, partner, what you just said is a very significant point. If you're a developmental program, that's not a pejorative term. That means you leverage that to make yourself stand out in a very crowded space. You come here, you're going to get the best teachers, the best instructions. This is an investment here, and it's worth something.
Yeah, these guys are, to a man, thinking about moving on, getting the best college experience they can, possibly playing pro ball. Everyone wants to get better. Why not come to a program where they're going to help you get better, where that's the focus? Max Steege from Cologne, Germany, makes the tackle. And on the final play of our third quarter, 4 fingers in the air. First home game of the year for Boise State. They're in control, 42-7.
I'm Carl Alberg, Chief of Police.
How are your murders?
Unsolved. Everyone confesses sooner or later to somebody. I can always tell when somebody's lying to me.
Murder in a Small Town. Series premiere this Tuesday on Fox.
Here we are driving down the road, and all of a sudden, bang! Oh! There's a crack in our windshield. You know what we can do now, though, right? Go to safelight.com. And we're good to go.
Hey guys, I'll be replacing the windshield for you.
Can we go in there with you?
New cars come with cameras that can control your automatic braking systems.
Oh
and lane departures, which do need to get recalibrated when you get your windshield replaced.
If you get a crack in your windshield, there's only one choice. Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Never settle for ordinary. Not when outstanding is within reach. From laminate and vinyl to tile and wood, Floor & Decor has more options for pros, homeowners, and anyone looking for the right look at the right price. With an entire store full of ideas in stock, your next